Welcome to spectacular Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Florida Atlantic's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it,
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
hey, sometimes numbers lie, but this quarterback just learned a valuable lesson. These numbers don't lie. One of the best defenses against the pass, and you see why right there. Man, they break on the football, so much speed in the back end, break on it, make the play. This defense is legit, and that QB's finding out firsthand.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's take a minute here to talk a little Memphis. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that is a massive win for this head coach.
Finds his man. It's Cunningham.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Quick completion to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Wants to go up top. He's got him. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The give on the option. Shakes off the defender. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the 1st drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Brewer. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're finally able to haul him down in midfield. The Owls in the hurry up.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
After 40, there he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll run play action. Slings it downfield. Got his man on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Setting up the screen. Plows through the defense. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Finds some fresh air. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Cunningham. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone when they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. On the run, it's Thorne. Picks up the first down, still moving. Hits a seam wide open. The 10. Touchdown Owls. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense. defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The give. Makes him... Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rush is on him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Turns it on in midfield. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. Man, this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
Looking for space. It's Dallas. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Memphis! Great job by the back on the option. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Navy is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost...
Touchdown! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Memphis picking up the tempo. Give to the running back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Got his man quickly. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's Brewer. Got the quick pass. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Using his legs, it's Dallas. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. Inside the touchdown, Memphis. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Back to pass, it's Brewer. Under fire. Pulls it in, it's Thorne. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Give to the back. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gets the back moving. They'll give it to the back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. On the run, it's Ford. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back's looking for the goal line. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air, using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half, and there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Florida Atlantic about to put it away and get this second half underway. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it near midfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. From the gun, the ground game. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
The Owls are in the hurry-up.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Brewer. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Owls! And the stomping has commenced.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Here's a heat. strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Find space on the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the gun, give on the inside. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Brewer. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Cunningham. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Rides the back on the option to give. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Blasted as he lets it go. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Memphis will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Man, what a drive last time. Breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
But how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
To throw, it's Brewer. Quickly complete. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
To the ground. He's got it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch close. Closer to pay dirt.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Dumps it to the back. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Reels it in down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give out of the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Sends it back in motion. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
This time it's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense, got him at the 27.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Looking downfield, it's Brewer. Gets it out quickly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. Third and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. And I got to be honest, I like it.
So now it's second. Let's go. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Trying play action. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Memphis will be forced to punt.
All right, fans, let's make some noise. It's fourth down.
And the returner will be brought down. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive, knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for room. It's Thorne. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. Trying to pound it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Rides the back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now facing a third and long. The play action fake. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best plays.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Scanning the field, it's Brewer. Pocket breaking down. Got his man. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David Pollock.